All right, welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I've been away for some time, for some days, and people have gone out asking, Rokani, where have you been? But I've been there trying to see to it that obviously add the dots. But finally, I'm back to see to it that we obviously continue from where we really stopped. It's much like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we are powered by Mono Gadgets, who are the dealers or the providers of the #1 affordable smartwatches in town. And if at all you feel like you want to get yourself one, call them on +256 70 99 88 665 and you'll thank me later. Then we also have a school known as Katende, right? It's known as Saint Maria Goretti Katende. You know that very well. And they also join the queue to see to it that they really sponsor or really bring our channel to light by obviously letting you know that they are really taking in students. You know, intake is on for students, and if at all you are a parent and you're really having a child who is really willing to obviously join secondary school, S1 and S5, this is the solution. Katende St. Mary's is the solution. St. Maria Goretti SS Katende is the solution, and the registration is in progress. If at all you're interested, you can as well go into the description box below and follow the admission link. You understand? If not, you can as well find yourself in a position of calling them onto +256 702 478 532 or +256 702 564 109 or +256 393 225 937. That is Katende St. Maria Goretti SS, located on Masaka Road. That's where they are, and you see the details onto that poster. So that is St. Maria Goretti Katende. They are really interested in really making your students thrive and really prosper. So if at all you feel like you have a student, a sibling, a brother, a sister, this is the way to go. And they've already gone ahead to adapt the new syllabus. If at all you never know, the new syllabus was really drawn by the ministry. Do you know that? The new syllabus has been drawn by the ministry. You know that very well, not so? So after that syllabus being drawn, we need to take our students to schools that have gone ahead to see to it that they embrace this. They embrace this new syllabus, and that is Saint Maria Goretti SS Katende. They performed very well in the recently concluded S4 and S4 exams. So go ahead and see to it that all goes on as well, and call them on those numbers that have gone ahead to be displayed onto your screens. Now let's get into Arsenal. Arsenal have been drawn with a side known as PSV, and it's Arsenal hosting the last game because they are the ones that went through into the round of 16 first. Now, this is how the draw went. Aston Villa, we are drawn with Club Brugge. Lille versus Borussia Dortmund. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, that is the Madrid derby. Bayern versus Bayern Leverkusen, obviously that is the Munich derby. And Inter Milan versus Feyenoord. Feyenoord have just gone ahead to hire the person we call Robin van Persie as their manager. PSV is going to be hosting Arsenal. Liverpool is going to be hosting Paris Saint-Germain. And Barcelona is going to be taking on Benfica. That is it. So that's exactly how everything went ahead to go on. Then I think that's how the Champions League really went ahead, obviously going through. But after the draw, Mikel Arteta has something to say about this. But when you look at PSV, for me, it's really an easy draw for the club of Arsenal. And if at all, you note it that you don't have Saka, Martinelli, and so on and so forth, and you need them to obviously be there, I think this is the best draw. Even if you don't have them in this draw, they can best be had when Arsenal is playing in the quarterfinals, because at the round of 16, I know Arsenal are really gonna go through. That is it. they are really going to go through. They're going to knock out PSV. There is no PSV is obviously going to be knocking out the side of Arsenal. I know PSV has some good players, and I'm not here to obviously downplay their efforts, but I tell you, they are not really that great. And one will say they knocked out Juventus, but Juventus of the old days was really threatening. But the Juventus of nowadays is not really threatening. That is it. And they're trying to obviously get back to where they deserve to be. And this same Arsenal went ahead to obviously beat PSV 4-0 in the recent campaign of the Champions League of 2023-2024. And they do have Benitez in goal, Ledesma right back, M Junior left back, Flamingo and Bokasagli into the central defense, Schouten and Vermen into the double pivot, Perisic right attacking midfielder, Niolang left attacking midfielder, Lee De Jong leading the line, and Sabari doing the needful. They also have a player that is really very deadly, known as Bakayoko. I don't know why he was not in contention to obviously start in this game. He came off the bench. There is also Terrell Malacia on loan from Manchester United. So, never say never. Anything can happen in that game of football, but on the chance of 90, I think that Arsenal really has a chance of on a chance of 100, Arsenal has close to, I think, 85 chances to obviously go through. And I think the 15 of not going in through, because there is no draw, there is no what. Even if you draw, you go to penalties. This is a knockout stage, and Arsenal will be ready to knock out this team. So, as it stands, I do believe that Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously get the best draw, according to me. I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but I think Arsenal do have the best draw to obviously take on PSG and go through to the next round. But Arteta has gotten the following to say about this draw before I really take you to who Arsenal will obviously face if at all they really go through. Arteta on the PSV draw, he has said, we've played against them. They are really a good team. We know that. They have experienced it, and it will be very difficult, like any other USL result that we could have got all any team. So we know we are facing. So we know what we are facing. When you're at this stage, every team is really good, and when the time comes, we will be ready for it. Now, I know there is what we call paying respect to your opponent. And why does the manager come out and obviously say this? Because you all know to it that in the game of football, anything is really pure possible. So, because everything is purely possible in the game of football, you have to leave out that allowance that they might find themselves in a position of really losing out. You understand? So, that's exactly what Arteta is going to hate to say. But in my own words, I do believe that Arsenal knows it, that this is a very good draw for the club of Arsenal. And if they had gone ahead to be drawn to another team that is really stronger, Arsenal would have gone ahead to obviously get what we call goosebumps. But as it stands, I think Arsenal is good to go. That is it. They are good to go, and this is a draw that they are really going to enjoy because they are really hosting this game last. And we all know to it that the fixtures of the Champions League are already set. And when we scroll down here onto the matches that these teams are really going to be playing, let me see the dates when Arsenal is going to be playing PSV. I think after the international break, that's when you're obviously going to be getting back into action. And Arsenal PSV. The first leg is going to be played on 4th March. That is on Tuesday. Isn't it? Next week, but one, right? Then the other one will be played onto the 11th of March. You understand? So that's how things are really going to be panning out into the next phase of life. So on the 4th, PSV will host Arsenal away in Netherlands, and then Arsenal will obviously come up to host the side of PSV. Arsenal will come up to host the side of PSV at Emirates 7 days later. So let's wait and see how that pans out, but that's how things have gone ahead to be drawn, and Arsenal is set to see to it that they obviously take on the side of PSV. And when you look at Arsenal, Arsenal are going to face, at the quarterfinals, if at all they go through, Arsenal will face the winner between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Now, this is where Arsenal will need to have all their players back, because whether it's Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid, I think Arsenal will have a lot of work to do. And if at all I'm Arsenal, I would rather go for Real Madrid, because for Real Madrid, I know they will open up and they'll obviously try to open up and really take that game to Arsenal. You understand? Though of their pedigree, but I know Arsenal can really go past them easily. But when you look at the side of Atletico Madrid, they'll make it hard for you. They'll really pack the bus and hit you in the break. And we know how Arsenal struggles a lot when it's really playing teams that really pack the bus. So the winner between PSG and Liverpool will obviously have to face the winner between Aston Villa and Club Brugge, meaning that I think it's going to be Liverpool and Aston Villa at the quarterfinals, because these two teams are really great, and I know an English team is already into the semi-finals. That is it. If at all we are ready to go exactly with how things are really panning out into the mix. So the side of Barcelona will face the winner between Lille. I think Barcelona will pass in here, and they'll face between Borussia Dortmund and Lille. We'll wait and see how that happens. Bayern Munich and Bayern Leverkusen will face the winner between Inter Milan and Feyenoord. So that is the quarterfinals. So let's wait and see how things are really going to be panning out. But the quarterfinals will be played on the 8th and 9th of April, and the return leg 15th and 16th of April. Then 29th/30th of semi-finals. The first leg will be played of the semi-finals, and on the 6th and 7th May, the second leg of the semi-finals will be played. Final will be played on 31st of May. That's when the final will be played, and it's going to be played in Munich. That is it. So that is how things are going to pan out, and I'm going to obviously read to you everything and how it's obviously going to be going down in the Champions League. So guys, feel free to go into the comment section and tell me your thoughts about Arsenal being drawn with PSV. What are your thoughts about it? I'm returning with the match preview of Arsenal versus West Ham, another London derby that is going to be played tomorrow at the London Stadium of West Ham. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokani David is my name. Continue to subscribe to this channel, because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And this is how we do it in here onto our channel known as the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun, and I'm here to obviously see to it that we really take this broadcast to the next level, and you guys are really very, very crucial to what is really happening right about now. So we out, but I just can't wait for your comments. I've gone ahead to see people say, Rokani, you've been lost. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. And sure that I'm back, I've just gone ahead to obviously bring you two videos in a space. I've gone ahead to bring you two videos in a space of like 2-3 hours, and hope you guys have been fed well. And please, I'm returning in the next 1 or 2 hours with a match preview of Arsenal versus a side that goes by the names of it's called, what is it, London? No, known as West Ham, that are going to be hosting them at the London Stadium. We out.